Hi, I'm Melissa Sandon from melissasandon.com. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to share with you my experiences and my belief around putting yourself out there in the world and being visible with the work your soul desires you to do. I work with so many passionate women who are so full and certain of their spirit, who know that they have gifts to give and a message to share, and they desire to live these extraordinary lives. They want to be of service and connect with other kindred souls. They want to be abundant, and they want to be a part of a movement of deep healing for our world. And yet so many of these women come up against this internal resistance, this primal fear around putting themselves out there, of being seen and heard in the spotlight, of being rejected and judged and persecuted for who they are, of not really wanting to show up and stand up in the spotlight and wanting to shrink back and hide and be quiet. I felt so heavy and shackled against this internal resistance within myself. I became a perfectionist from hell, and I wouldn't put anything out. I wouldn't launch any of these creative ideas that were moving through me until they were perfect and polished and as good as other people that I saw online. And all it meant for me was that I ended up sad and broke and not really believing in my potential anymore, not really believing that it was possible for me. What I know is that as this passion rises up within us, as we feel the beat in our hearts to really live our purpose, we actually have a beautiful opportunity for deep healing. We can hold within us any time any woman in the history of humanity was ever shut down or not really allowed and celebrated for her gifts. We can heal any time in our own lives where we weren't unconditionally supported and accepted to be all that we are. We can heal the beliefs and the emotions that tell us that we're not good enough and that we need to be confined and conditioned into a box to be a certain way so that others accept us. We actually are called to embody this healing first, to learn how to put ourselves out there and to be visible with our gifts, to be a leader in this, and to be the vibration that we want to give to others, to really up-level and uplift and upgrade our whole possibility within ourselves. And it starts by learning to put yourself out there and to be seen and heard. So I'm going to share with you now my 4 top tips in really allowing yourself to step up into the spotlight with what you have to give. Number 1, choose your soul. Beyond all of the possible rejection and the embarrassment about failing and stuffing it up, beyond the pain of losing people in your life, those who won't get what you're doing and won't understand your journey, beyond all of this is your commitment to your soul. You're actually here on the earth for a reason, and that reason is your purpose. The purpose is way bigger than your fear and your pain, way bigger than being rejected. One of the most powerful things I do to commit to my soul is I devote to her every day. I wake up and I choose that this day is going to be the day that I fulfill my purpose. It might not be about reaching that far off dream. It is actually more of an internal shift, an internal declaration that I am here today, serving in every single moment with every behavior and every action in honor of my soul. And anytime I feel my energy leak out to my fears or to other people or to my challenges, I pull it back in my commitment to my soul, and I make that my primary relationship. Number 2, speak directly to your soul tribe. You're not here to speak to everyone. You're not here to serve everyone. And what happens with so many sensitive, intuitive, passionate women is that we have these old patterns of trying to please everyone, trying to make sure that we're perfect and that we don't create any conflict with anyone at any time. It's a lot of burden to hold. And instead, when you start to commit to your soul purpose and the work that your soul wants to do, you start to develop a primary relationship with your soul clients, those souls who are here to be served by you, who actually are a part of the same movement of awakening. And it's a beautiful thing to notice that beyond marketing and trying to get your work out there, you have a vibration. Your soul purpose is of a light vibration that is meant to be free to move into the world and touch the hearts of other souls who have exactly the same vibration within them. So one of the most powerful things I do is I actually write and behave and connect and speak as if I'm speaking directly to my soul client. I'm speaking to her and no one else. And I'm speaking to her right now because I'm speaking to you. You can put yourself out there, but you don't have to worry about what out there looks like, because you can just move and shift in your highest vibration, which is just freedom. Number 3, put yourself out there, which is really just leaping with fear again and again and again, putting ourselves out there despite our resistance. Our fear is a natural process, a reaction to our hearts opening more than they ever have, of us stretching through our limits and into the unknown possibility of our potential. Putting ourselves out there means showing up and doing the work. It means doing that thing right now that you know is beating in your heart, even though it terrifies you. It's about putting the video out, speaking, writing, launching something before you're ready. You will be celebrated for it, because as you put yourself out there, even before you're ready, you're actually committing to your highest vibration. You are leaping into your potential. And those who are needing to receive it, your soul clients and your soul tribe, they will celebrate you for your vulnerability, for your courage to put yourself out there. Which actually leads me on to number 4, find your sisterhood. Without my sisters, those women who completely got what my experiences were, who really saw me and my potential beyond my fears and my doubts and my belief systems, who could hold me and cheer me on. Without them, I don't think I would be doing any of this. And every passionate woman who has a purpose actually deserves her sisters. She deserves to be seen and heard by those who really understand and desire her for exactly who she is. I'm so passionate about this that I set up my own group called Soul Leaders. It's a free Facebook group for any inspired, passionate woman who wants to be held and supported and lifted up into her soul purpose by a group of kindred soul women. This is really a space that's all about deep connection and healing. It's not polished and clean, and it's not just the light work. It's also about holding all of ourselves, our darkness, our shadow, really being able to show up for who we are in all of our different spaces that we occupy all of the time. If this feels like something that you would love to be a part of, we would love to have you. We would love for you to bring all of yourself to show up and do our little challenges that we have around being seen and heard, and of healing and of supporting each other with all of our intuitive gifts. Of business strategy and heart healing and upgrading into abundance consciousness. Anything is safe and welcome in this space, knowing that it's a group of women who really get and understand each other. So we'd love to have you on board. Just head over to my Facebook group, Soul Leaders. You can find it on my website or on my personal Facebook page, and I'll add you and we can start this journey together. Above all, I just have so much faith in your readiness and it being your time to put yourself out there and be visible with your soul work, woman. It is time. You can feel it in your own heart, and I really encourage you to seek out those who are on the same path as you and to really do whatever you need to do to heal. To do your emotional work, to upgrade your consciousness, to release your shame and your doubt in who you are and start putting yourself out there. We want what you have to give. All right, my love, thank you so much for your time today, and I'll speak to you soon.